Bushfire smoke from Australia looms over New Zealand. What's happening and why it matters? Smoke from Australia's intense bushfire season is once again making headlines as plumes of smoke drift across the Tasman Sea toward New Zealand, raising concerns about hazy skies, unusual atmospheric effects, and the far-reaching impacts of wildfires. A trans-Tasman phenomenon. Recent satellite imagery and weather updates show a broad plume of smoke streaming toward New Zealand from large bushfires burning in southeastern Australia. Eyewitness coverage and amateur satellite captures highlight brownish smoke layers approaching from the west as winds help carry particulate matter across thousands of kilometers of ocean. Meteorologists confirm that smoke, comprised of fine particles and combustion byproducts, can travel vast distances when weather patterns align. Westerly winds and upper-level atmospheric currents can transport the smoke across the Tasman Sea, occasionally bringing visible haze, muted sunlight and colored sunsets to parts of New Zealand. Historical context, a known pattern. This phenomenon is not entirely new. During the devastating 2019-20 Australian bushfire season, smoke plumes crossed the ocean and blanketed much of the New Zealand South Island, leading to eerie orange skies, reduced visibility, and discolored ice on glaciers. Back then, meteorological records show that smoke reached New Zealand's South and North Islands at different times, turning the sky orange-yellow and even tinting snow and glacier surfaces brown by settling particulate matter. Such events illustrate how smoke can affect atmospheric conditions thousands of kilometers from its source. How smoke gets here. Smoke from intense fires can rise high into the atmosphere, especially when fire-generated weather events like pyrocumulonimbus clouds, storm clouds created by the fires themselves, inject particles into upper layers of the troposphere and even the lower stratosphere. These high-altitude plumes can remain aloft longer and travel farther than smoke near the surface. Once entrained in prevailing winds, tiny particles can circulate long distances. During extreme fire seasons, research has shown smoke reaching not just neighboring countries, but circling the globe and affecting air quality on multiple continents. What New Zealanders may notice. If the smoke reaches New Zealand in sufficient quantity, skies may appear hazy or muted, with the sun looking yellowish or orange. A result of smoke particles scattering light. Sunsets and sunrises could be more colorful due to enhanced scattering by fine aerosols. Air quality levels may be affected in some regions, particularly for people with respiratory conditions, though usually much less severely than nearer the fires. Possible deposition of microscopic particles could, as in past events, leave a light dusting on surfaces like snow or ice. Although this depends on many factors including wind, altitude and rainfall. Why this matters. The sight of smoke drifting across the ocean is a stark reminder that bushfires are not just local events. They can have regional and even hemispheric consequences. These include air quality implications for sensitive groups far from the fires, atmospheric impacts, with aerosols potentially influencing cloud formation and the propagation of solar radiation, environmental effects, when particles settle on snow or ice, reducing albedo, reflectivity, and potentially accelerating melt in alpine regions, an issue seen during previous smoke events. Looking ahead, scientists and meteorologists continue to monitor fire behavior and atmospheric transport patterns. With changing climate conditions contributing to more intense fire seasons in Australia, periodic episodes of smoke drifting across the Tasman may become a recurring feature of the region's shared summers and fire seasons. If you want, I can also include recent weather forecast models or air quality data showing exact projections of the smoke's path toward New Zealand.